everybody knows 14th February is my show. So he doesn't understand why someone he has been good friends with, who has been doing the show on 11th February, will decide to change the date to 14th February without even having a backdoor discussion with him.
Okay.
Yeah. And that was the whole thing.
Okay. So I like the perspective you've given me.
Yes.
And it solidified my point that
one person is
insecure.
He later brought a letter out justifying that he's not going to do his show on 14th again.
Yes.
And the reason is because of something beyond his control, but whatever.
So based on the statement you just narrated from the interview that happened, that's what I'm saying. Someone feels insecure, but definitely going to be Akwaboah in this instance because he's the one who's come out to speak to make those pronounce those statements. You get me? Because I feel a date is not for one person. On 25th December, we had the Rapaholic, we had Fancy Gadam show, we had a couple of shows. If Shatwale's show had happened, it would have been on the 21st.
Yes.
Do you get me? So it is strange and weird that we have situations like this where because you're not getting your designated date, you feel someone is trying to sabotage you or susu upon you just because the person does it 11th.
Yes.
We are two different artists. The truth is we are competitors. I think that's what artists fail to realize. We are competing for the same audience. So if I feel maybe this year, me and Becca could do show on the 14th and Selama, why do I need to come and consult you, Akwaboah? If you they pay the venue, I the one paying production. Are you in any way footing any of my bill? If it is no, then there's no reason for me to consult you. You get it?
Yes.
Just because we are paddies, doesn't necessarily mean anything I do I have to tell you. You get me? Like let's say this week you were invited to go for the viewing of the biopic at Silverbed.
Yes.
The person who gave you an invite is probably different from the person who gave me the invite. We got there together. If I didn't go, why would I come and say, Prudent was going, I didn't. Do you understand me? It doesn't make sense. We are different people. Even though we are parties, we can even be family members.
Yes.
And still, it won't you understand what I'm driving at. So I feel Akwaboah was wrong for making such a thing. He could have easily deflated the question and say,
but he also said he has his own fan base. Like he has his numbers. Like I remember he mentioned that in the interview.
But
so what's the scale now?
Let me tell you the truth. That conversation is about time most of our artists mature over it. The conversation of trying to own a certain date or trying to own
something that
the whole thing is when they're able to build a relationship with you, they have a mentality of you of them forging an alliance with you. So even if they are doing something wrong, they expect you to side with them. It doesn't make sense for you as an artist to say my date is 14.
I feel Akwaboah is hurt.
No, and so what?
But why is he hurt?
14th February is it for him?
Is it Akwaboah Day?
There are other auditoriums, there are other venues, there are other
and he could have also promoted it.
Yes, it doesn't. And you know the funny thing, let me show you something. Akwaboah has never dropped anything or any hint to show that this year he'll be holding a show on 14th.
Oh no, I've seen things.
No.
I've seen things from I've seen things.
Akwaboah.
Yes, I've seen things.
Okay,
what did you see?
Maybe he.
There was no advert.
Me have not seen.
Yes, there was no advert. Nothing.
I saw some stuff from
other
media personalities who were posting something.
No, that's what I'm
no
saying.
Media personality. Akwaboah himself, his pages. Can you confirm anything that
we are not discrediting you. What you are trying to say is we did not see anything.
We didn't see anything.
Okay. Maybe you
from
saw.
his own pages. Nothing showed that he was come to hold a show.
Are you sure?
And you are not come to sit in February and say you have a date in February, so everybody should know. It doesn't make sense. This is the same thing. Like I said, this is the same thing that happened with this gospel artist, P.S. Esther, and then is it P.S. Esther and then the other one, the one who left her husband. What's the name?
Joyce
Blessing.
Yes.
So you see the same thing, and the whole banter was because someone thought she brought her gospel out music first, and because it was hitting, the other one felt jealous, and she also brought out her own to compete. You know, that's entitlement. Where does our artists, where do they get them from? Nobody owns dates, nobody owns venue, nobody owns sponsors. So if you believe in yourself and you know you can do it, you don't need to look at the next man. Take your date. Even if we've been in this country where people, artists have been able to announce events in 10 days and be able to sell out the place. Yes, it is not a problem. If you believe you can do it, the days doesn't matter. You believe your fans are there. It shouldn't be. Me, I only feel he feels intimidated because of the lineup Kwabena has.
But he shouldn't.
He has Efia. He has
I think
Becca.
even with Efia has a concert this week or so. Yeah, something like we at Soho or something.
Yes.
He's also playing his own concert.
You understand?
So I don't see why.
I don't see why
something
you
like
have a
that.
beef with and these are two legends. One is a young legend and one is out there. And then you are creating an impression.